Oh, yes, thank you so much. The two main people who've been making the Food Hub run over the last year and a bit now is Richard Butt, who is the program coordinator for the Food Hub out here. And then Rashida Chur is has been helping him and making this project everything that it really has been. So I'll just be in the background going through the slides, but I'm going to hand it over to Richard now to sort of give us a rundown of what's been going on.
All right, thanks, Samantha. And it's showing up Samantha Young on my image as well. So I don't know if that's showing up for you guys, but there's not two Samanthas at the Food Hub. There's just myself. Yeah, I'm going to apologize up front on my voice. I'm at the tail end, about 3 weeks into having pneumonia and whooping cough, and right at the end of it here, I'm feeling a lot better, but I'm not sounding 100% here, but my voice is certainly coming back. But the raspiness is because of that. So anyway, we'll get rolling here. Just give you a little update on that. But yeah, Western NL Food Hub. Um, we're a social enterprise project here under Food First NL, operating out of Corner Brook, and we've got a bunch of other pickup points around Western Newfoundland and so on. So Sam, yeah, if you want to move to the next slide. So a little overview of the Food Hub. So back in 2021, there was a pilot project that ran for 16 weeks, just to kind of test waters on this model. And then, after that pilot project, Food First management team went out and kind of found more longer term funding. So we've got some funding by the North Pine Foundation now to really kind of help us get on the map here in Western Newfoundland. So, the initial funding probably put us there for, 3-ish years. So there's certainly going to be other funding that's going to have to come down the line. Plus, as we're building the Food Hub, we're creating another revenue stream through sales of local food, which is great. So we started operating the Food Hub year round in July 28th, 2023. So not the summer past, but the one prior, about 15, 16 months ago, was when we started up the project to kind of really, make this a long-term viable thing. So, since that time, we've been adding producers, the customer base has grown and all that great stuff. Our motto is online shopping local food. So basically we sell through an online store on a weekly basis, and then customers can place their orders so they can shop 40 plus producers right now, and pick up at one convenient pickup location, whether that be in Corner Brook, Pasadena, Deer Lake, Wiltondale at the start of Grossmorn, Black Duck Sidings out towards Stephenville, and that type of thing. So people shop online. We do have a little bit of kind of shelf stable stuff in the Food Hub. So, the occasional drop in customer can buy something like that off the shelf, but anything fresh comes in weekly. So, it's definitely a model where we're seeing very little food waste. If the occasional customer rejects an item for whatever reason, we'll give it to the food bank, or it'll get utilized somehow. But yeah, we're basically zero food waste. So I'm shopping local food and funded by the North Pine Foundation. Ends this slide. Sam, you can click to the next one. So some of the goals and objectives of the Food Hub. We're really here to help build a sustainable and resilient food system in Newfoundland. I mean, we're at the end of the line when it comes to food being shipped across the continent. There's food coming here from all over the globe, but we're a province that produces 10 to 20%, somewhere in that range. I've heard, and some of you guys on this call might have better information, but we got lots of room to produce way more food. So we're trying to encourage producers to produce more, and we're helping them market, distribute, and get it to the customers. So one of our big goals is to help our producers reach more customers. Our producers are scattered around Western Newfoundland, And it takes a concerted effort for our customers to drive to each of these producer sites to avail of those products, where our online shopping now really opens that up for people to shop farms in Cormac and Stephenville and Pasadena all at the same time, and pick up just down the road each week. So we're really trying to help our producers reach more customers, and we're making it easy for the customers to access local food. Obviously, it takes a disciplined effort to order online each week, and go pick up your order at one of these points. But once people get in our system, it is quite easy to access local food. Another one of our big goals is to reduce the carbon footprint of food. Like I said, food is coming from all over the globe to our little province here, and we're trying to keep it hyper local, and get people to buy from down the road as opposed from across the continent. So if you can get 20% of your groceries, 50% of your groceries from down the road, then obviously the fuel cost in getting it to your plate is significantly less. At the Food Hub, we've purchased an electric delivery vehicle, so all the product that's coming in, say from Groxmoor to Stephenville, is done in this electric van, and all the distribution to our pickup points from Groxmoor to Stephenville is within this electric van. So not only are we seeing an enormous savings, to our bottom line expenses by having this vehicle, we're also, doing good for the planet for sure. So, Sam, you want to click to the next one? So the Food Hub model. So basically, yeah, we're the connection between producers and customers. So, our role as a Food Hub is to market, tell our producers' story, market their products, have those available online every week for our customers to place orders. Once orders are placed, and we kind of manage that aggregation. We go pick it all up, we bring it to our central Food Hub location, and then we distribute to customers. So, our Food Hub location on the corner of Broadway and Harold Avenue in Corner Brook is seeing about 80+% of our traffic. That's, a super convenient, super visible location, very accessible, paid parking, wheelchair ramp. It's super convenient for pickup in the Corner Brook area. But we've also got Grenfell campus for that student community, the professor staff up there. We've got Vine Place Community Center. We've got, farms and convenience stores in Pasadena, Deer Lake, Stephenville, and Wiltondale as well. So we basically pick all the product up, bring it to the Food Hub, and then distribute it to all these pickup points to make sure the customers get their orders every week. So we're taking that off the farmer. Or farmer, food producer, meat processor, seafood, all these producers kind of fall under foragers, fall under our umbrella. We've been doing, one second now, I'm going to wet my throat here. We've been doing more of a farm to customer model. Food Hubs operate on different models, farm to wholesale and farm to whatever, and different hybrid models. But, basically our sweet spot right now is getting it from the producer directly to the customer. The majority of our customers are households, but we do have the occasional restaurant or chef that's doing an event that'll order and that kind of thing. We've got, like I've mentioned, our pickup locations a couple times. So we're really trying to make it convenient for people to pick up their orders. So, if you live in Grossmore, you can pick up at Frontier Cottages right in Wiltondale at the start of the park. If you live in Deer Lake, you can go down to Off the Hook Fish Market, which is right on the main drag there in Deer Lake. And if you're in Pasadena, you can come to Birch Park Farm and pick up your product. In Corner Brook, like I mentioned, you got the Food Hub, Vine Place, and Grenfell campus. Out in Stephenville, we currently got Sweetberry Farm. So, being in spots that are close to the customer is what it's all about. Make this as seamless and easy for them as possible. I mentioned our 4D transit. That's been a game changer for us. Right across the board, expense wise, and not relying on the courier to go out and pick up our product and distribute it. going there ourselves has given us a chance to really understand who our producers are, see their operations. We got good rapport and good relationships with all our producers, and same with on the pickup point side of things. We're getting all, we know everyone by name, we know what the setup is and that kind of stuff. So it's been great for our team, myself, Rashid, and Samantha, to get out and really meet all them. We also got a collaboration going with the Killick Coast Food Hub. So basically, we're buying from them, they're buying from us. So that allows our market here in Western Newfoundland access, things from the East Coast, and it allows the East Coast customers to the chance to get stuff from the West Coast. We've mainly been kind of doing shelf stable or frozen type product, as opposed to your more fragile, short shelf life type of products in that arrangement. But it's been working out great. All right, you can click to the next slide there, please. Source scope. Yeah. So, we're constantly evaluating the sustainability of this project. I mentioned the North Pine Foundation. They came in with a significant contribution at the start of this project. And, the goal is to kind of reduce the amount of funding this type of social enterprise needs over time, and increase the revenue. So currently, we're operating at about 45 plus producers. We got about 35-ish here locally in Western Newfoundland, plus where we're buying from the Killick Coast Food Hub. That's opened us up to a bunch more, but there's kind of about 10 that we're buying from regularly out there as well. Number of customers. So this is not the year 2022, but as of today, we got 2022 signed up registered customers on our system. Number of orders, when we started last July, we finished in 2023 with 1,167 orders. We've got 2,694 so far now in this year. So we're just closing in on 4,000 orders total, with $60, $70 per order seems to be kind of the average order right now. And as the producers increase and the number of products they're offering, we're seeing that average order go up over time. So it'd be nice, if we can get kind of most of our customers buying 100, $150 plus groceries at the food hub each week. I mean, that'd be beautiful. So, we made about 51,000 in that first part of 2023, about 150 so far this year. We're about $200,000 in, at this stage, 15, 16 months in of local food sales, which, out of $200,000 in sales, about 160 of that has gone to pay our producers for their products, and about 40,000 or so has gone into the kitty to kind of keep this food hub project rolling. Like I mentioned, we're constantly evaluating the profit and loss and seeing if we can increase the revenue, decrease the reliance on funding over time. Financial is not the only goal of the food hub. We want to have a positive social and community impact. So we're doing lots of events. We've attended the agriculture expos. We go to the Best Coast markets. We do carnival events. So, we sponsor Winter Carnival in our Deer Lake, Pasadena, Corner Brook, Stephenville region. We do a taste test competition at the food hub during Carnival in Corner Brook, which was a fun event. We just had a Newfoundland Wellbeing Week, kind of coincided with our 1 year in operations. So we had a little food hub party there for that. That kind of, did the Wellbeing Week thing, plus had our 1 year anniversary. This past year as well, we had a local plates challenge. So, the Food Hub, Steady Entertainment, and Atlantic Coastal Action Group were the three kind of spearheading that. And we had restaurants like Newfound Sushi, Pollination, Best Coast Restaurant, where else? Madison's. I'm definitely missing one or two, but it was great. It was a lot of promotion for our local restaurants. They were purchasing mostly all local products, through the food hub, and through a lot of these restaurants already got existing relationships with a lot of the producers around here. So we're kind of coming in where they're adding on to those orders, which is great as well. But definitely having um, a good impact on the community, and really having a good positive social impact is another one of our goals for sure. All right, Sam, if we can switch. Yeah, so basically the Food Hub is on a weekly schedule. Every Thursday, our producers will upload their inventory. If they don't have a product, they don't need to list it. If they got lots of something, list it all. If they're gone on vacation, they don't need to list anything, that type of thing. So, it gives our producers a little bit of flexibility there. And it gives our customers flexibility. They can order one week, they go on vacation, they don't need to be ordering and worrying about a weekly subscription that's showing up and that kind of thing. So, it's been great on, the ability for customers and producers to come in each week. So every week, our producers are uploading their inventory, and then ordering is open from Friday to Monday. So, Friday afternoon, we send out kind of some reminders through socials and things like that, just to get people, remind them to go place their order. And on Monday, as we're approaching midnight, another little plug on socials just to get people to place their order during that period. So they got 4 days to place their order. Monday night at midnight, the ordering will close, and about a half hour later, our system will send all the producers that had orders a pick list. So it'll tell them exactly what was ordered that week. So the producers aren't packing things and sending it to us that they're hoping for us to sell. They're only packing things that were ordered and are sold. So they got Tuesday to kind of look at that list, get everything together. Wednesday is when we start our run around. We'll jump in the old EV and go out and hit all these producer sites, stock the van full, come back to the Food Hub and start to aggregate those orders. And then Thursday morning, the customers will start showing up at the Food Hub, and we'll start distributing out to pickup points as well. So, and then boom, Thursday hits again, and the cycle repeats. So we've been operating every week of the year. We basically shut down for Christmas for 2 weeks last year. We're going to shut down for 3 weeks this year, and then but other than that, every week of the year, we're operational just to be consistent for not only our producers but for our customers. If you're coming and going, then it makes it more difficult. People kind of get out of the routine, so we're trying to be there every week so we can become part of people's routine. So a little break at Christmas time, and other than that, we're year round. All right, next slide. So, obviously, the producers are going to benefit from this because they're able to reach more customers, sell more products, gain business exposure, and all that. They're not only relying on their own resources to sell and promote themselves and that kind of thing. We're stepping in and helping promote them as well, and help them sell their products and all that kind of stuff. And by doing all the aggregation, picking up at the farms, bringing to the Food Hub, and getting it to the customer, that's reducing distribution costs. Huge for our producers. We've got all different scales of producers. I mean, we've got some very large ones that we have well-established markets and grocery chains and wholesale and institutions and everything else. And we've got a lot of small scale that are, very direct to customer, and the Food Hub is one of their main sales channels. And we've got everything in between. So we're here to help everyone move local food. And, at the end of the day, we're just trying to contribute to food self-sufficiency in Newfoundland. The more food that can be produced here, the better off we are as a province. Next slide, please. Yeah, benefits for customers. Getting people used to shopping online. I mean, I think as time goes on, and the younger generations come up through that are just growing up with technology, this is just going to be super easy. A lot of our customers are kind of older generation and never grew up with technology. So, it's a concerted effort for them. But, it is super convenient once they get into the routine, place an order online, just go down the road and pick it up at one of our pickup locations. A lot of customers really care about where their food's coming from and care about supporting local business and things like that. So, they feel benefiting from contributing to the local economy. And they're also getting, local food that's super fresh from down the road. It didn't take 2 weeks to kind of come here from the other side of the planet. So, they really appreciate the freshness and that kind of thing. And reducing the carbon footprint of food. So, something I mentioned before, all these initiatives, buying from your neighbor, as opposed to from away, and little things like distribution and electric vehicles and so on. We're just trying to do our little part to reduce the carbon footprint of what's going on around the world right now. Our team, yeah. So here we are. I'll start with myself, Richard. I'm the program coordinator. Rashid is the program assistant, and Sam, who joins us pretty much every week at the Food Hub, is the regional food animator. Got a lot on the go, but between the three of us, we kind of hold down the fort. Do all most of the events and different odds and ends, and we do have some other help that we can call in from time to time if we're in a pinch on time and that kind of thing. So that's great. But this is Kim is one face that's probably not on this that she's the administrator, or one of the administrators at Food First NL, and she's kind of another key role of our team and keeping everything making sure our producers are getting paid and making sure all the orders are being processed and all that correctly. So and everything's done in a timely manner. So Kim is her picture's not here, but she's another valued member of this team, on top of the rest of the Food First team, which is quite large across the province. Everyone is supportive of this project and kind of helps out in that kind of way. Partners, North Pine Foundation is we can jump to the partners. Is, like I say, they put about $900,000 into this up front, plus an extra 50 that we for a carbon reducing footprint initiative, which we utilized to put right down on that electric van. Big Feed Club, it's been good to work with them lately with the Killick Coast collaboration. So everything that's moving east to west between the two food hubs, Western NL Food Hub and the Killick Coast Food Hub, Big Feed Club is taking care of that. So we really appreciate that collaboration. And I think now that we've got an established relationship, hopefully we'll have other points, across the island that we can certainly work with. Choices for Youth, we haven't worked with them yet. Food First has kind of done things with them in the past, and it's another partner that we would like to get involved with. If we can kind of get youth involved in packing orders and handing out orders to customers and that type of collaboration, then that'll certainly be something great going forward. And another one I'll mention is not there, but the pilot project was funded through Canadian Agriculture Partnership. So the pilot project was, the government of Newfoundland was definitely a partner. We've currently submitted another application through CAP in terms of really developing the brand of the Western Newfoundland Food Hub and the Food on the Move project in St. John's, and just the overall Food First brand. So if that project gets approved, then Government of Newfoundland is certainly going to be another significant partner through that SCAP program. So hopefully that works out. How to sign up? Yeah, so nlfoodhub.ca. We're all online. You can just go create a customer account. If you're a producer looking to sell, just reach out to us via email, phone call, whatever. We'll get you set up on the system. A few basic requirements, but through Service NL and so forth. But we're really here to help producers get set up and get established and that type of thing. Next slide. So yeah, there we go. Phone number, email. You find us on socials. Easy to get in touch with us. And next slide is kind of any questions, and open it up to the floor if anyone has any questions. Or Rashid, I don't know if you've got anything that you feel like I've missed there, or you'd like to add, or Samantha.
Just a quick add up. You mentioned how people can sign up. So the way we operate, like you don't have to pay anything to sign up, either as a customer or a producer. So signing up is completely free. And one other advantage to like the customers have is the fact that you can order whatever you want from whichever producer you want. So that is a very neat model because we know some hubs or some models would have the CSA subscription where you have to just buy a package and then food will be delivered to you in a box and full of surprises, and then you don't actually know the contents of that. So, I mean, one of our advantages is the fact that customers, you can pick and choose whatever products you want and whatever quantity you want, you can also choose from that. So, yeah, that's just what I just wanted to quickly add. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi, Barry. So yeah, thanks so much, Richard, for that presentation. I love hearing all of the pieces of the Food Hub when it comes together, and I'm so happy that we got to share all of that today. Yeah, I guess we can definitely open up for questions, comments, anything like that at this point. Barry, I know you're super excited about getting in on this, so I'll let you
Yes,
go.
thank you, Samantha. And you guys out at Western Food Hub are doing a great job. And I witnessed firsthand when I went to Stephenville with Josh Mead to attend the food conference in Stephenville. I was there for most of the day, and I've seen the great work, great and valuable work that you guys are doing all the time. I think it's fabulous. Keep up the good work, and it'll certainly catch on and do a bigger province-wide movement.